place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit. Yeah?
Alright, we are back. I got a little sidetracked. I had to go outside, and my grandniece was needing some stuff, so I was helping with her. We are back. No school today for our grandniece. What's up, Dribrum? What's up, Shiny? Ooh, that coffee is not hot. Which means it's also not good. Not as good. Alright, I do not remember what I was working on. Return to the castle. Someone named Ronnie Shaw has arrived at the castle looking for me. I should find out what she wants. Ronnie Shaw.
Never thought the Minutemen would be a force to be reckoned with again. Gonna take a lot of elbow grease to clean this place up.
Hi.
Ah, there you are. Finally. I've been waiting to talk to you.
I've been waiting to talk to you. Why have you been waiting to talk to me is the more important question. Excuse me.
Who are you?
I'm Ronnie Shaw, Commonwealth Minutemen. At least I was. Back before Joe Becker got himself killed and the idiots took over.
Joe Becker? Who's that?
That's just sad. General Becker used to run the Minutemen. The last real leader we ever had. After he died, there wasn't anybody left with the guts and brains to pull things together.
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what you want.
Heard you were trying to get the Minutemen back on their feet. Thought I'd come see the new general for myself. So what's your story? What makes you think anybody even wants the Minutemen back?
The Commonwealth needs the Minutemen. People are starting to realize that.
I've heard some good things. Wouldn't be here otherwise. Now that I'm here, I can see you really need my help.
Are you offering to rejoin?
I guess I am. But first things first. I'm probably the only one who still remembers this. But the castle's armory was located in the West Bastion. All of our best equipment was stored in there. Weapons, ammo, schematics, you name it. Come on, I'll show you.
Okay. Oh, she's gonna open the door for us.
Ah, good. Looks like it might still be intact. Door's still sealed. Bastion hasn't collapsed. Trick now is finding a way in.
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
I hope you have an idea.
Of course I do. If you can't go through, go around. Let's have a look at the northeast bastion.
This is my rifle, this is my gun. I've got a laser, you will be done. Ronnie Shaw.
This was the general's quarters. Used to be a tunnel leading from here to the armory.
Used to be.
The tunnel's blocked by this rubble. We'll have to find some way to clear it.
We'll have to find somewhere to clear. She's just gonna sit down instead of helping me clear the rubble?
Hi.
Come on, General. Let's blow that rubble already.
Oh, isn't this where I have to go into the crafting window? Yeah, I remember this. Vaguely.
Come on, General. We must have something. Let's get down there and see if there's still a way through.
You know, I kind of feel like the music is a little loud. Compared to the voices. Let's adjust that. That is a mine, my dear.
Pretty dark down here.
Terrific or spectacular. Either way, knock it off.
Excuse me.
I'll back you up, General. My night vision ain't what it used to be.
Jesus, you think mine is too? Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, Bubbles told me that you can go into vats and see mines, I thought. Could be wrong. Could be misremembering. Maybe that's in Fallout 76. Glowing fungus. I don't see anything in vats. What are these things? Cannonballs? Oh my, this shit probably all weighs a ton. I'm taking it all. Put it in the stash box. Radroach meat. Whoa! Sorry, Ronnie. I saw it too late. You could definitely see him in you could definitely see those in vats. Alright. What the fuck? Oh, that's a turret. I can hear it. Pork and beans! Ronnie, get out of the way. I am starting to run low on ammo in that, though. I say low on ammo. I've still got like 500 rounds. I'm like, I had 800. Recon 6 crank musket. Yeah, pass. Hey, Nick.
Hey,
I'll see what...
Oh, you're not gonna see what you can do. You're gonna do what I tell you to do. You're gonna take my junk, boy. You're gonna take it all. Oh, Nick can't carry anymore. Neither can I. Oh no. All right. Pipe, revolver, pistol.
What I can do.
Sorry, Nick. Alright. You could pick up the mines before they explode? Oh. Did not know that, Montana. Nice. Alright, let's see here.
Movement detected. Sentry bot. Designation Sarge.
Sarge, are you a good guy? It says powering up. Oh no, he is definitely not a good guy. Ooh, he's gonna do a shitload of damage. I don't have my power armor. I don't have my power armor. Oh shit. Oh no. Shit. He's up on me. I don't have my... Get the fuck away from me! Jesus.
He's been guarding the castle since forever, as far as I know.
Hey man, couple of fusion cores. Happily take those off your hand.
For the common. Darn it. Oh, it's been a long time. United we stand. Yeah, that was it.
Oh, more fusion cells. Oh, I'm taking it all.
Ah, that explains all the landmines.
Last night at 0200, I was woken by a crash that shook the whole castle. Lieutenant Dan! Lieutenant Foster reported that some huge creature had breached the western wall. Lieutenant, sir.
This is, well, was, General McGann. He had your job back when I first joined you.
How can I play so many hours? Asks Midnight. It's my job. I play about 8 hours a day, just like anybody else who works an 8-hour-a-day job.
The armory secure. I'll give him that much. Guess the uniform is yours now, if you want it. So Geezer doesn't need it anymore. Rest in peace, General. Your fight is done, and the Minutemen live on.
Hi, Ronnie.
There's no point in getting all sentimental about something that happened 40 years ago. I'll get these kids whipped into shape. Don't worry.
And that was the day the Commonwealth knew the Minutemen were back.
That's right, Nick.
Okay, here we are. Let's see if this still opens from here.
That's a different door. Oh, so that goes outside.
There we go. Told you I'd get us in here. Now, let's see what kinds of goodies are left.
It looked like a whole bunch of stuff in here, and I'm already overburdened, so we're going to be picking up a bunch of stuff and hauling it back to the storage.
Excellent. The armory's still intact. Everything we need, just waiting for us. And the cream of the crop, schematics for building artillery.
All sorts of goodies up here. Tesla arc.
Artillery?
Great big guns? Blow up our enemies from miles away? Any of this ringing a bell?
Hey, Ronnie.
Looks like you've got everything we need.
All quiet, which is how we like it.
Hang on, come back here.
For? Get that artillery set up.
Alright, she keeps walking away, and I've missed a bunch of the conversation points. Alright. Alright, so there's a bunch of stuff there. Dirty water. It's just the right kind. You know who likes to drink dirty water? Your mom. She's dirty. Alright. Beam splitter, medium scope. Why would I want to disarm? I guess you get things off of those when you disarm them. Alright, we need to go out of here to the workbench. And I guess I gotta build some artillery. But first, Nick, where you at, buddy? We gotta crawl our way over to the workbench. Which was where? I think all the way on the other side. Come here, buddy. You got a bunch of stuff you can give me.
Hey.
I'm listening.
Take all. I didn't see the take all button. I need to remember that. We're gonna slowly make our way over there to the workbench. Transfer, store all junk.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
General hat, general uniform. That uniform actually has quite a bit of no radiation stuff on it. Oh, no. I just put something that I wasn't supposed to put. Crap. What was it? Shit. Chest piece, right arm, left arm, right arm, left leg. What did I put in there by accident? I thought I put something in there that I was wearing. Oh, it was the road wear, the road leathers. My bad. Yeah, I saw it at the last second, Montana. That's right, Muad'Dib. He's sworn to carry my burdens. Alright, now I am supposed to build and assign artillery. Oh, hang on, I gotta put my leathers back on. Hang on, guys. I forgot to put... Oh, I may have accidentally taken Nick's gun. I thought he had a default gun that didn't matter. Yeah, he's got a gun. I never gave him a different one. So at some point I probably need to sort him out with a different weapon. I never have, though. Alright, we should do a quick save really quick. Alright, I need to build artillery. Does it matter where I put this, I wonder?
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet.
Do I only need to place one?
Minutemen alerts.
It says build and assign. What does that mean? Do I need to place another one?
This is Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's 7 a.m. All's quiet across the Commonwealth.
Well, I placed one.
Out there.
That's two. Oh! I have to... I have to assign somebody to it. That's probably why. No, I don't want Nick. Sorry. Hang on. You. Who are you? Minuteman. Come here, buddy. I forgot about the assigning thing. There we go. Yeah, I forgot the assign thing.
This is Radio Freedom.
Ronnie!
Broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
Ah, gosh darn, it's good to see artillery here again.
Yeah, that's
Here's
probably
the
why I
thing
haven't
about
really
big
worried
guns.
about the
They
other
can't fire
gun
at
thing for
anything
my
too
followers,
close,
Moadib,
but
because
their
you have to
range is-
continually give them
That's what the smoke grenades are for.
ammo.
Toss one of those at the bad guys. If we have artillery,
It's one of the
in
things I like
range,
about
we'll
Starfield
confirm
is as
over
long as they have
radio
one
and
piece of
target our
ammo,
fire on
it's
your
they have
smoke.
unlimited.
At first, we better do a test fire. Make sure we're hitting
Yeah, I
what
got
we're
it.
aiming at.
Jake, see, I just had forgotten. It's been a week since I've
You see
played.
that little building over there? We'll use that for our aiming point. Keep your radio on and tuned to Radio Freedom so we can confirm we're ready.
Radio Freedom. I gotta go grab my,
We'll make something out of the
I stuck those signal flares in here. Artillery smoke grenade. Radio Freedom.
Alright, General, if you can hear me, we're ready. Toss one of those smoke grenades into the target area and we'll start the test fire.
Maybe not be close to here when they do that, but find out. No.
Okay, we've got your smoke on the target. You might want to stand back. You know, just in case.
Yeah, I'm back. How far back do they want me to go? Come on, I want to see you blow it up. Oh, there we go. Just took them a few minutes. So it takes a hot minute for that to get there. That looks effective though.
That looked good from here.
Looks
You've now
good
got
from my
artillery
house.
support. Use it wisely, General.
Wisely or often? That would be the better question. Ronnie? What's next? Talk to Preston Garvey. You can build artillery at any settlement, says Muad'Dib. Nice. Preston!
Excuse me. I've got to hand it to you, General. You really turned things around for the Minutemen. I never thought I'd see the day that the Minutemen had artillery support again. We should see about building them at all our settlements to expand our coverage. And Ronnie Shaw returns. She's something else, isn't she?
Ooh, I got an achievement for that too.
What do you think of her?
People like her. She comes across pretty hard-ass. But she's one of the good ones. I'd heard stories about her from the old-timers, but I didn't know she was still around. The fact that she's come back to the Minutemen means we must be doing something right. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. that can only help our cause.
All of the Fallout games are good if you like Fallout, Michael. So if you liked 3, you'll like 4. It's just that simple. Definitely need to repair my armor after that. Do I not need to repair this stuff? Do you only need to repair power armor? Because holy moly, Fallout 76, you have to repair everything. It doesn't look like I need to repair this, though. Right, exactly, Muad'Dib. No, that's not right. You're supposed to hate every Fallout game except for New Vegas. Isn't that so true, though? Like, that is what the anti-fans would have you believe. You're supposed to hate every single Fallout game other than New Vegas. So true.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. If you need anything from me.
Oh my god. The grifter hate is real. Alright, it's only power armor? Alright. Now I gotta assign somebody to that. Guy, got any lazy people just shirking about?
Nothing to say?
Yeah, that's the joke though, Dribrom. Because it's not
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
it's not a Bethesda game, so that's why you're supposed to hate all the other ones, because they're made by Bethesda. You're only supposed to like New Vegas because it's not a Bethesda game. Preston, I don't know what you're doing. I have 2 people assigned to food. I don't need you assigned to food. Let's assign you over
That's a
here.
plan. Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
I noticed that Twitter X last night was all sorts of in an uproar because somebody tweeted out Iron Forge Studios, I think is the name of it, who they've done like a bunch of VR ports for the games and stuff over the years, posted a screenshot last night saying something, and it was a screenshot of a Fallout New Vegas loading screen. And so everybody's freaking out. It's true, the remaster is coming.
Take care of your
Even
gun.
though there's no confirmation of what they're talking about. They could be doing a VR port of New Vegas, and that's not going to be the remaster that people thought. Like, no one knows what it is. But Jesus, the rumor whores are out there in full bore this morning and last night.
Anything I can do? You just say the word. What's the angle here?
Oh wow, Skeleton Crew got Outstanding Young Teen Series at the Emmys. That's cool.
Some
That was
days
a
are harder
great
than
show.
others. But even the hard days get easier than the one before.
Nice day. Where are we headed?
it's not raining.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
All right. So I got sidetracked on something on Twitter. I'm just laughing at all the people who are putting all of their eggs in the Crimson Desert basket.
Hey, where are we headed?
Like I literally opened up Twitter to look for that Fallout 4 post, and there's like 30 images. I've got the Crimson Desert. I've got Crimson Desert. Embargo drops in the 18th. I've got my hands on Crimson Desert. Embargo drops in the 18th. Like all these people like going all in.
I say, where are we headed?
It's just another game, guys.
Don't take offense to Marcy.
It's just another game. Is it gonna be fun? It remains to be seen. I'm interested. We'll be playing it. But, we'll see.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Yeah. They definitely, so, one thing I will say is Pearl Abyss has gone all in on the marketing. Like,
Maybe
that
constantly
event they
trying to
just
kill
did,
us, but
where they flew in all the influencers, and they had, like, the knights in armor, and all, they have gone all in on the marketing for that. So they definitely, they are going all in on pushing Crimson Desert as this big thing.
never thought a
I'm not
reporter
sold
could
on it
consider
yet.
themselves a
I think it
success
has a
until
lot of
someone
cool stuff
threatened
that
their
it looks
life.
like it's trying to do. If it
I'm very
lands all of those things, it could be very interesting. But I'm also still extremely, like, cautious about the fact that we have not seen. You know what I haven't seen? I have seen hundreds of videos now at this point. Hundreds of videos, hundreds of blog posts, hundreds of Twitter X
Maybe
posts,
constantly
YouTube
trying to
shorts,
kill us, but
Instagram Reels, and
all
TikTok
we
shorts
want
talking
is
about
us.
how amazing the combat is. How amazing the game looks. How amazing. Oh, you can row a boat. I can row a boat in mini games. All of these things. Not a
Hey.
single, not one post anywhere has talked about how cool the story
Most
is for
folks are just
Crimson
looking
Desert.
for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Just think about that for a minute. Think about that. Is that all it is? Is combat and features? Combat and mechanics? Combat and... Oh, I can row a boat. I can fly a ship. I can build a base. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do... So it's just a bunch of things that you can do?
This place make monsters out of men.
Cool. But me as a story player, I'm sitting here going, what's the story like? What is the story of the game? Is it a good story or is it a stupid story? Like, we just don't know yet. Like, that's the thing that makes me kind of go, I'll wait and see. That's why I'm not overly hyped about it. No, I don't want to play Antonolo. I want to talk to my community. So, sit down and shut up and enjoy the conversation. And if you can't do that, get the fuck out of my house. I don't want you here. Exactly, Muad'Dib. I've noticed that a lot of these content creators who continually talk about how the story has to be good, otherwise the game sucks, they haven't made a peep about the story. They're just like, oh my god, the game looks so delicious. Oh my god, the graphics look so amazing.
Seems to be growing well.
So, a bunch of things to do. It's not necessarily Game of the Year material. Remember Baldur's Gate 3, Witcher 3, the games that have won Game of the Year traditionally have really good stories that pull people in.
To this.
Expedition 33.
I need to assign someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
Don't assign shit, just pick the plants, bro.
I need to assign someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
Any tips for beginners in Fallout 4? Yeah, ignore anybody who tries to tell you that there's a certain way to play, or that you should pick a certain faction, or that you should do a certain thing. Log in, play the game for yourself, Darthbane. There's no wrong way to play Fallout 4. And if you do decide you want help with stuff and you want to look at guides and stuff, you can head over to my YouTube channel, where I've got a whole bunch of beginner's guides in the Fallout 4 playlist. But I would highly urge you to just log into the game and play it, and don't watch guides, don't listen to people tell you how to play the game. Just play it. Thanks for the raid, Lego. Appreciate it over on Twitch.
Nice day.
Exactly, Burlak. That's my take on it. It looks beautiful. It looks like some of the things that they're doing I'm interested in. But I know from past games like Shadow of the Colossus, that was boring to me. Why? Because all it was killing bosses. There wasn't really a cool story. There wasn't a narrative. You know, it was just, here's a linear story. No, linear stories aren't bad. Sometimes linear stories can be good. I don't have to have branching dialogue. Like, a linear story is fine. God of War, perfect example of a game with a straight through linear story, super fun combat, and great game, great action adventure game. God of War Ragnarok. Then there's Dragon's Dogma 2. I really did not get that much out of that game. I got bored with the endless monster slaying. Like, it was very boring to me. And every time I see a video of Crimson Desert, here's what I see. I see a guy in the middle of a just huge array of enemies spamming combos and like bouncing between 20 different targets. That's what I see in like 90% of the Crimson Desert videos, is a guy spamming combos and bouncing between targets. Is that the sum of the combat? And then I think we've seen a couple of boss fights. Like, is that the sum of the game? You're just spamming combos all the time and doing lots of fights? They've touched on crafting and, you know, different characters that you can play, because there's 3 different characters you can... I don't know, they've touched on things, but they haven't shown any of those other things. So is the story going to, you know... Is the story going to slap, or is it just going to be like Dragon's Dogma 2? Yeah, like Dribrum says too, the other thing about Fallout 4 is there are 4 major factions, so you can play... Fallout 4 is like any other Bethesda game in that you can play hundreds of hours and experience completely different game depending on what faction you ally with. Yes, Burlak. Dragon's Dogma 2 was one of the... I felt like it was one of the worst purchases I made that year, because it was so hyped up, and I didn't fall into the hype. I knew going into it that I was probably not going to resonate with some of it, but I was like, it was getting great traffic, and so I played it for the channel. I didn't play it for me. I played it for the channel, and I definitely I hit a brick wall when they had me running from point A to point B, and their creative director was like, our game doesn't need fast travel because there's so much to do. And you know what he was talking about by so much to do? Running between point A and point B, and you're literally having nonstop combat the whole way. And it's not fun combat. it's fighting endless waves of different colored goblins and different colored wolves because they didn't even have different NPC variants. They had color versions. So here's a wolf, and now we're going to change the color of the fur 15 different times, so you're fighting different wolves. And here's a goblin NPC, and we're going to change the skin color of the goblin NPC, and you're going to fight. And then here's a bunch of minotaurs, and here's a bunch of trolls, and here's a bunch of griffins, and here's a bunch, and just like, and the combat with the magic archer was a lot of fun, which is what I played. The magic archer combat was fun, but after 10, 15 hours of that, I just got extremely bored. I was like, this is just, you don't need fast travel because there's so much stuff to do in our game. Oh, fuck, there is. You mean killing endless waves of trash mobs? That is not content, my man. That is not content. So that's why I'm nervous about Crimson Desert, because I haven't seen anything related to story. I see them talking about needing to grind gear to get powerful enough to face the next boss mob in the main story. I don't know. Like I said, remains to be seen. I am not convinced that Crimson Desert is going to be Game of the Year at this point. I need to see a lot more. I need to know the story is good. What quest was this? So that's the short answer of that's why I'm not Midnight says, as amazing as it looks, I haven't seen on anything on the story. It's just mechanics and how expansive the game is, right? It's twice the size of Skyrim. Yeah, but you could fly around. And when you can fly around a map, it makes that map this big, not this big. Because when you can fly everywhere and you can fast travel everywhere, the map size doesn't matter because I can fly. I can fast travel. So it doesn't really matter the map size. So you're not wrong. Like, that's really all anybody's talked about. So that kind of comes back to why I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm not hyped. That'll be a video we can clip out for YouTube. Doesn't mean I'm not going to have fun with it. But it means for me that, like, you know. Midnight says, it looks like a lot of fun, but if there's no story, I might pass. I need something to sink my teeth into. I'll play it for the channel, because it's every video I've done has gotten tons of traffic. All the reaction videos. And I'm intrigued by it. Mostly because I really like the guy they've got playing Cliff as an actor. He played Paul Atreides in the Sci-Fi Channel version of the show years ago, and I've loved him as an actor, and he's done a ton of great video game stuff as well. So I like to, you know, I'm interested in it because he's attached partially, but I'm mostly going to be playing that mostly for the channel. Like that's one you play where I'm going into it like I did with Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm not convinced that it's going to be something I'm going to get a ton of enjoyment out of. I will enjoy parts of it, cautiously optimistic about it. I'm going to play it because it's good for the brand, and it's going to get me traffic, it's going to pay the bills, it's going to get ad revenue, it's going to bring in new subscribers. All of those things are reasons to play the game, but I'm not convinced that it's something that I'm going to be like, oh my god. Like right now, if you've been watching, I've been playing a lot of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I didn't play that game at launch because I was busy with Rogue Trader. And then it happened to pop up on Xbox Game Pass the other day, and I was like, I want to go try this out. I haven't been able to put that game down. I've played it every day for like 6 days in a row now. Like, that game has got me by the short and curlies. Why? Phenomenal graphics, phenomenal voice acting, phenomenal cutscenes. The story is amazing. The music is amazing. They're constantly pulling me deeper into this journey with the Na'vi, the world building. Like, everything in that game is just coming together, and I feel invested in the character that I'm playing. And that's because I love RPGs, first and foremost. And so I'm definitely feeling the pull forward to continue exploring that game. Because it's story heavy, and that's what I gravitate towards. Other players gravitate towards Souls-like games, and they want that combat, right? Which I don't, but we're discussing, the things that make me look at Crimson Desert and I go, I'm intrigued, cautiously optimistic, but not hyped. Definitely not hyped. I may get my hands on it and be like, oh my god, this is the best thing since sliced bread, and they hid the story and they didn't share any of it, and oh my god, it's awesome. But I also know from Pearl Abyss's previous titles that it's generally something related to, you're the prophesied one, and you got to go collect these things that are tied to this interdimensional threat, and there's a big bad guy, and you're this, we'll see. We'll see. I look forward to being entertained. That's the easiest way to say that. I look forward to being entertained. And that's all you can ask for with a video game, right? Is to be entertained. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of people who are just glazing it so hard right now. And I look at the people who are glazing it, and I'm like, yeah, but you criticized these 5 other games that looked just like this, so I wonder what's going on here. Like, is it because he got flown to an event, maybe? Just saying. That can happen. That does not make someone a paid shill, by the way. It's just saying. I'm just saying. A little bit of foreplay. You got them a little wet. Got their appetites ramped up. Lubed up, ready to go. Paid actors. Oh, I don't think those people. I don't think that's paid per se, but a lot of people will call those folks paid shills. I definitely think there's some. They're hyped up because they're being treated like royalty by the team, and that can definitely influence the influencers. Oh no.
This is bullshit.
Get some!
You got nothing.
Hang on, I got sidetracked, guys. I got a WhatsApp. Who is hitting on me? I got a WhatsApp message here I gotta pay attention to.
Not that it's not. Hey.
Alright, hang on. So my brother and my sister-in-law have this cat who has had just horrible luck. He got bit by like a brown recluse last year, and they had to amputate his leg. So he's a 3-legged cat. And then he's my brother just posted this shot. He just tried to come into the house from the front screen door, and it slammed on him and cut the tip of his tail off. WTF. Poor guy. So they got to rush him to the vet right now. Jesus, that poor cat. The good thing is, the tip of the tail thing is not the end of the world. I mean, degloving, a tail getting degloved sucks, but it's like a couple of weeks, he'll be back to normal. But still, the poor guy just had a rough life. But that also goes to show you, like, the dangers of cats being outside. You know, all our cats are in a catio now because of that kind of stuff, because it just... Cats can get into trouble. Yeah, games like this, you could play it for hundreds of hours and only see a portion of it. Yep. Big open world games. Burlek says maybe not paid in economic currency, but in publicity. Oh yeah, no, that's legit things. Like, so the interesting thing is, like, am I missing all my shots? There we go.
I can't see.
Jesus, this guy's got a ton of hit points. Getting paid in publicity is a thing, for sure. But also what I wanted to say was, if I wasn't doing this for a living, I probably would not play Crimson Desert on day one. Crimson Desert would be I'll wait until it comes on a discount purchase for me. I would want to go watch someone else play it and stream it before I make a decision. No, that's fair, Burlak. Completely fair. I'm aiming for the legs, subconsciously thinking about the poor cat. There's nothing wrong with that, William Jones. There are games, if you look at it and you know that you're going to love it, go all in. For sure, do it. Like, Avowed, I'm all in. Starfield, I'm all in. Anything by Obsidian, Larian, Owlcat, BioWare, anything Star Wars, Star Trek, I'm all in. Like, there are certain things that I love, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you're all in on Crimson Desert, by all means, go all in. If that game had Head Start access with the digital edition, I would totally pick up the digital edition. Or like the deluxe edition, but I didn't see that it had early access attached to it, so I'm like, nah, I'll just wait.
Hey, whoa. No sneaking. Sneaking makes me nervous. With a knife in my kidney.
That's not good. Our cats used to be free roam, Maudib. So when our story is weird with the cats because it's like we didn't have them before we moved here. They came with the place. Like, Mama Cat was hugely pregnant and brought 2 kittens with her while she was pregnant, and then dropped 5 more on our lap. So suddenly we had, 8 cats within the first 6 months of buying the homestead. And so we were not in a position to have that many animals. And for those of you who've been around a while, like, if you remember, we ran a GoFundMe. I've never done a GoFundMe ever, but I was like, we need money to, like, vaccinate and get all these cats fixed. I can't have these cats. And we were not in a position, like, we literally spent our savings to, like, buy the homestead and furnish the apartment. And we were down to a few $1,000, and it was like, I can't afford to, like, go spend, $3 grand to like vaccinate and fucking spay and neuter like 8 cats that got dropped on our lap. So we did a GoFundMe, and people were extremely generous and paid for all of the initial, like getting all the animals fixed. I was able to buy stuff to build. We built an outdoor shelter for them that they were going to stay in, um, with a roof and everything. And I built that and recorded all those episodes. And then they were just free range. Like we have a forest behind our property, and there's a big field in front of us. And when we moved here, we're on the outskirts of this little small 30,000 population town, and there was no traffic when we moved here. And then we were a year and a half in, and Sammy got hit by a car. And that was my wife's. She had never had a pet before, and her first ever, like, this is the cat that I love the most, and he's my baby. And then a year and a half in, and she, like, it happened in front of her. Like, she had literally heard this noise, went outside, and he was in the road, and that was not a good day. Um, and then that immediately became, well, shit, we got to worry about, like, suddenly there's traffic, and suddenly we can't let them roam anymore. So then that became a thing of, like, we kept them inside the house, 7 cats inside of this small place. We had to keep them inside the house. We were keeping them inside from 5 a.m. until 11 p.m. Yes, honey? Dime. La desayuno está lista. Ok, voy en un segundo, gracias. So then it became a thing where we would keep them inside from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. With multiple litter boxes and not a big space. It was not ideal. Chris did not enjoy any of that. And what I would do is that 11 o'clock at night, we would open all the windows and doors and let the cats go out from 11 p.m. until 5 a.m. So they could go out and go into the woods and go across the street, and there wouldn't be any traffic. There would still be traffic at night, but not like during the daytime. And then we did that for a while. And then Mama Cat came home with her foot was just hanging there, partially chopped off. We don't know what happened. We had to have an emergency surgery. They took off those 3 fingers, and then we had to keep her under a clothes basket for like 3 months, changing her bandages like 3 times a day. That was not fun. And then Pippin, who was my office cat, fell. She was like chasing something. We assume anyway that she was chasing something in a tree in the woods and fell and like ripped open her abdomen and perforated the abdomen wall, had to have an emergency surgery. And then it was like at that point, after those 2 accidents, we were like, we just need to spend the money to build a catio, because the money we're spending at the vet right now in these emergency surgeries and everything else is just, this is stupid. So we ended up just biting the bullet and spent a chunk of change and built the catio. And Pippin and Mary passed. Both of the sisters passed within 3 months of each other because of a weird cancer they got. And now we have 6. Because we have Snow White, who we rescued. She's like literally sleeping here. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see if I turn the camera, but everybody's seen her a bunch of times on camera. So now we have 6 cats. And they they all rotate in and out, but they have the catio outside. They come in the house and sleep. But yeah, they're completely locked down now. Completely locked down. They don't get to go anywhere because, yeah. Jules says 30K as a small town is wild to me. Well, I mean, we came from Mexico City to here, so we came from a place that has, I don't know, 50 million people, I don't know, to a place that only has 30,000. Where I grew up, we were talking about this the other day on stream. I was showing people where I grew up. The town that I grew up in has 7,000 people. It's called Marshfield, Missouri. That's where I spent and I actually, before that, lived in Ozark, Missouri, which only has a few thousand people. And then I lived in Oldfield, Missouri, which has a population of less than 500. Spent a couple of years there when I was a kid, but I spent like from the time I was 9 years old to 16 in Marshfield, which is less than 7,000. We were just looking at it 2 days ago on stream. So I grew up in places that were very, very, very small. But comparatively speaking, I've spent a lot of my adult life in cities because I prefer cities. So our little homestead hometown has like 30K. And we're on the outskirts of it. Like I can walk about 10 minutes east and I hit fields. And the investment property we bought last year is actually about 20 minutes. Like you got to walk 10 minutes to the edge of the town and then you walk another 10 minutes beyond the edge of town. And we bought forested property out beyond the outskirts because the town is slowly building in that direction. So we bought that investment property as something that in 10 years it should have times 10 in value because that is becoming residential property in that direction slowly but surely. There's already several houses out there, but those are people who have vehicles and they have like they're they don't have power out there, so they're running like solar panels. Um, so yeah. All right, my breakfast was announced. Um, let me see here where we're at. Let me ask Chris. Let me see what was prepared for breakfast before I make a decision if I eat on stream or off stream. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm gonna bail. It is not a school day, so our grandniece is off school. We're gonna go do something with her. I don't know what yet. So she came in and told me breakfast was ready a few minutes ago. So I'm gonna go eat breakfast with her and Chris. Chris needs to go to the hospital and pick up some results from her blood draw the other day. So we're gonna go do that, and then after that, we're gonna go do something with the grandniece. Maybe go down to the river or something. And then I should be back this afternoon for a stream at some point today. I'm also going to be starting to play Greedfall 2 today. And I've got early access to Solasta 2 as well. Now, I've got embargoes on those that I can't show footage yet, but I'm going to start recording footage so that when the embargoes drop, I can have that footage out. And I will be, remember, I've got a super secret studio visit that's happening in about a week. I'll be out of the office from the 10th to the 13th, going somewhere super special. And hopefully I'll be able to share some of that on social media with you while I'm on the trip. And while I'm on the trip, we will have a bunch of stuff from Solasta 2 and Greedfall 2 coming out while I'm out of the office. And then I'll be streaming both of those games on the 14th when I get back home. So stay tuned for all that stuff. In the meantime, everybody, as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you're on YouTube. And if you're anywhere else on Twitch, Kick, or TikTok, thanks for following along. We're always streaming in 4 different places. You can always find everything in between over on YouTube. So get on over there. I got to watch 2 episodes of Starfleet Academy as well and get the reviews out. So I'll be doing that hopefully sometime in the next day or two. Stay tuned, everybody. See you next time.